Stugotz here for 1-800-Flowers. Being a mom is like 1,000 little jobs all wrapped into one amazing responsibility. I know this from watching my own wife, how crazy it is, switching back and forth from trauma nurse to afternoon mathematician, from organizer-in-chief to five-star chef. This Mother's Day, show her how much you appreciate every job she does with this special limited-time offer from 1-800-Flowers.com. Right now, when you get ahead of the Mother's Day rush, 1-800-Flowers will give you an exclusive 36 for 36 offer, 36 sorbet roses for just $36. That's only $1 per rose. With an impressive mix of pastel shades in pink, orange, and lavender, these roses are guaranteed to make her smile. Stunning sorbet roses are the perfect way to surprise all the moms in your life. Wife, aunt, sister, mother. These breathtaking roses from 1-800-Flowers are picked at their peak and shipped overnight to ensure freshness. 36 sorbet roses for only $36 is an amazing offer, but you need to hurry because it expires Friday. Just pick your delivery date and 1-800-Flowers will handle the rest. Don't put this off, guys. I'm telling you, order today from 1-800-Flowers.com. It's what mom would want you to do. To order 36 sorbet roses for only $36, simple. Go to 1-800-Flowers.com, click the radio icon, enter code Dan. That's 1-800-Flowers.com, code Dan. Hurry. Offer ends on Friday.
I knew a simple soldier boy who grinned at life in empty joy, slept soundly through the lonesome dark, and whistled early with the lark. In winter trenches, cowed and glum, with crumbs and lice and lack of rum, he put a bullet through his brain. No one spoke of him again. You smug-faced cowards, with kindling eye, who cheer when soldier lads march by. Sneak home and pray you'll never know the hell where youth and laughter go.
Oh, Mike, what are you doing? What are you doing? What the hell are you doing?
I'm consumed by sadness and the very harsh realization that maybe I was a little bit wrong about this Miami Heat team. Maybe I invested a little bit too much, a smidge too much.
Was that a poem?
In culture. Because good players are important in the game of basketball.
Yeah, there's that. Yeah.
But also, so is not calling push-offs. Refs were clearly cheating this series. I think we all know it.
Yeah, moving screens.
And even though the Sixers advanced, they clearly know who the better team is through one half of basketball.
Yes.
Through the first half of
basketball.
Take that with
Heat are better.
They know pretty definitively. The sample speaks for itself. Mm-hmm. The Miami Heat are better. It's that whole second half that's the issue. They're lucky they don't have to play us again.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I mean...
Spo was going to figure it out.
Spo, give Spo...
You give Spo 12 games, 13 games, he'll figure it out.
Oh, he'll figure it out.
I know it was tied at halftime.
But they were right there on the road in a road playoff game tied at halftime.
It was the rare...
That was Mike's argument yesterday. They've been winning first half.
It was the rare halftime tie that felt like a 20-point deficit.
Yeah.
That third quarter, you knew... Why wasn't it obvious to Spoelstra? That starting lineup hasn't had anything this entire series.
He played them the entire time.
And to start that third quarter, they get two quick baskets, and you know from the shot selection and nobody moving, that lineup should not be out there. I kind of feel like we would have won this series had we never put out those five people together.
How about this?
If not for Spo.
How about this? Yes, if not for Spo. How about this? After the game, not surprisingly, the minute they lose, Hassan Whiteside takes off his mask and starts complaining again. Like he's been wearing a mask for 5 games, this mask that conceals his true feelings and lies.
Oh, that guy. Hassan Whiteside, you listen to me. You listen good, because this is the last time I will speak your name. Okay? You listen good. This is the last time I will speak your name.
Very
last time.
Last time.
He who shall not be named henceforth.
Is that really? Should we change? Wait a minute. What should Hassan Whiteside's new name be? Is there anything
who shall not be named
I know.
henceforth. He who shall not be named.
That's a bit wordy, man.
It is.
He who shall not be named. We've run the gamut.
Jerk side.
We've run the gamut. He who shall not be named.
Uh-huh.
Dan never believed in you.
No.
I thought you were a freak. And I was both right and wrong
So was
about
I.
you.
So was I. I was,
More right than wrong, though,
Mike,
Mike.
how is it possible that on Hassan Whiteside, everyone's been wrong? Riley, Arison, Spolstra.
And everyone's
you,
been right?
me,
I mean,
everyone's
He who
been
shall
right
not-
as well.
I was calling he who should not be named a generational big when he was playing 7 minutes a game. That person got a max contract, and yet I'm wrong.
Right. And I would have traded him. I would have traded him for Roy Hibbert, and yet I'm wrong.
Yeah. Yep.
This person who shall not be named. This person who shall not be named. What an insult to the people who buoyed you, who rescued your career, who gave you koi fish. You live in a home with koi fish. Those koi fish are courtesy of Eric Spoelstra and Pat Riley.
Also, his only friends today.
Only friends.
Put it on the poll, Guillermo. Are koi fish Whiteside's only friends today?
And SpongeBob and Nicktoons.
Yeah.
He's fine.
He's out of here.
What?
Pennies on the dollar. Get him out. Flip him for a second-round pick. I know salaries have to match up. I don't care how you get it done.
Get it done.
I don't care how you get it done.
Wow.
Whoa.
Get it done.
Whoa.
A stupid face. The stupid face with a stupid koi
Oh,
fish.
this is escalated.
The stupid koi fish with a stupid face. It's a bum. Okay? Now, let me tell you. He who shall not be named. Henceforth. Bum. Bum. I said it. Said it.
That's it.
Try and prove me wrong. Try and prove me wrong. Tell me he's not a bum. Tell me he's not a bum. I mean,
Really expensive.
koi fish are very expensive, and they smell like poop.
Yeah.
They smell like poop.
They do,
And
actually, yeah.
speaking of poop, that was your game. That was your game all series long. How weird is it that I actually felt most in control when that alien Joel Embiid was in the game throughout the series? I was like, I can handle this. Simmons and Embiid, we got this. We'll muddy it up. And Ersan Ilyasova is the person that I'm most terrified of. He shoves everybody every time he goes up for a rebound. It's incredible. He's allowed to do it. But
The rules are different for Ilyasova.
you understand.
You understand
Superstar
star
rules.
power.
Star power. Ersan
He's going to get
Ilyasova.
all the calls.
You know he's going to get his. So I guess you just have to take that one on the chin. Goran Dragic, where were you? Is the knee tendonitis that bad? I know where you were. You were locked down in the Covington Penitentiary. That Covington, unbelievable defender. Not enough being said about 3-and-D Covington. That guy's incredible.
Yes, he is.
That guy's incredible. McConnell, woof. You're annoying. Don't like you at all. I'm glad I didn't see you much. Fultz, don't like him. That guy's a bust. Anyways, JJ Redick, respect.
Is McConnell the only guy who's like the vestiges of all their losing, where he was there? He's
Been there the whole time.
Right, he's
Covington.
the reason 9 wins that they get 9 wins a season, and now he just gets to be along for the ride.
I think Covington's been there as well.
Yeah,
Those two
Covington.
guys, yeah.
Covington looks like he wears those years. He is that guy is
Yeah.
a tough dude.
He's
An
lived, man.
An incredible defender. That guy's
Guillermo,
really
put it on the
good.
poll. Does playing intense defense make you age faster than the rest of humans?
Hey, it's JJ Redick. How do you run so much?
Oh, right.
How can you run? I get tired watching you. How much are the koi fish?
$3,000. I'm reading.
Each?
$8,000.
I found an $80,000 quote. This is just ridiculous.
He's probably paying $80,000
You know he is.
for a koi
You know
fish.
he
You
is.
know there's people in Hialeah selling koi fish for like $50, right?
I bet you it's just goldfish, and they're telling him it's koi fish.
That's what koi fish are, just monster goldfish, right? There's no difference, is there? Like, if your goldfish lives long enough, does it not become a koi fish? Yeah, it has to.
It's a fish that he puts in the water, and all the paint comes off, and he doesn't notice. He who shall not be named.
I love the idea of Hassan wandering around Hialeah trying to buy koi fish. Some guy sells them for $50. He was like, nope, I want the $80,000 one. All right, I got that in the bag.
I'll be right back.
I'll be hold on a second.
Comes back with the
Okay,
same
that's
one.
it.
And Tyler Johnson, gutsy performance, personified culture yesterday.
Yep.
I mean, he's wearing a splint between his thumb and his index finger on his shooting
How do you
hand.
feel about this, though?
The fact that he has $19 million coming his way next
This is what I'm going to read. The stat that was circulating yesterday from a lot of people, I've got it here from @Zach Blatt. The Heat owe Hassan Whiteside, Tyler Johnson, and James Johnson a combined $58 million next season. The Sixers, I don't need to tell you, in the same conference with young people that just showed you they're better, they're coming, and they're going to be relevant if they're healthy for the next 10 years. The Sixers will owe Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, Dario Saric, and Robert Covington a combined $45.4.
I told you Riley failed this city, man.
So you were right and wrong. You were right today and only today.
Yes,
because everyone's
Feels
mad
good,
at
man.
Hassan and his max contract, and you've been wrong for 7 years. But you too have been right and wrong.
Yeah. But I'll take the 1 day of being right for the 7 years of being wrong, man.
It's a good year for koi. Price has gone down. If you're a buyer, good buyer's market for koi this year.
Really?
What's the koi market in Sacramento? Because that's where he who shall not be named will be shipped. Henceforth.
2 to 4 incher went from $25.99 to $19.99 on this site up front. This is great. What color koi? We should get a pet koi for the show, right?
Get the $80,000 one. I'm sure we'll take great care of it with much planning and care.
Put it in the pool.
Get one in Oklahoma City colors.
How quickly would that thing die in this
Oh my
pool?
God, Stugotz would snort it. He'd wander in one day in the morning, and just among the other things that he's snorting, breakfast, Mike and Mike, or what used to be Mike and Mike.
Yeah.
Fourth highest payroll in the league next season. And they're just not good enough.
And
Dwayne
no
Wade's your
assets.
best player.
And no assets.
And also, did we just lose Dwayne Wade? Why? I was like, this is not a silly narrative. And now, like, Gabby doesn't know. Did we just see Dwayne Wade for the last time? I was encouraged by him saying, sort of hinting to a TNT reporter that it's either Miami or nowhere. Wow. Which leads me to believe he's going to be recruiting hard for this banana boat. And after you see that series, why wouldn't LeBron come here?
Why? Riley was thinking about, what do you do with this, Stugotz? Because it's so hard to get the endings right. And it can't be disputed that guy has done well by this market, and clearly has done better than just about anyone ever by the sport of basketball. And there isn't a lot that can be done about catastrophic type injuries, 2 of them hitting his tenure, Alonzo Mourning and Chris Bosh, in a way that was just, you can't plan for. They've had 2 of them, right? Okay, so you could say that that's excuse making, but it's also fact. They've had 2 guys who got short-circuited by weird injuries. But now looking at it, Stugotz, and this is where we are, and it's a hard truth. Riley had told people that if LeBron had re-signed here, he was thinking about retiring. Now, I'm not sure anyone believes him, but it is something that he was saying. A lot of people believe he will be in that basketball chair for the rest of his life, for as long as he likes to be. But he has told people that he was thinking about retiring if LeBron had just re-upped.
Right. Leaving it in pretty good hands. Yes. Well,
but he's been talking he's been talking about retiring, right, in some way. His wife doesn't even believe him because he's been talking about it for 20 years. But the point is, if he had done that, he would have gotten the great ending.
Right.
Or at least,
now it seems like the great ending is so far
well,
away.
it seems impossible from here. It seemed from
unless
here,
he wants to stick around for a while,
but Stugotz, they are the weakest of the playoff teams. Like they, whatever your definition is, that is the weakest playoff team. They are close to being whatever that team is. So you eke into the playoffs and you play a team that you now know has the assets, the youth, and the talent. You got no chance against them in the conference. Like how? You got to go get everybody. You got to go. You don't even have the room to clear the space to get LeBron James. You got to create that.
Right, and that's going to be tricky. I don't want to sit here and go over the numbers because I don't know the numbers. None of us do, but I trust Riley. If anyone could figure this out this offseason.
This is its toughest trick. There are a lot of those contracts. Tyler Johnson's going to be hard to move.
You wouldn't think it, but there are a lot of different breeds of koi. And you know what? I think some of this is made up. Like, I'm looking at a Sankei koi, and it looks exactly like a Showa Sanshoku koi. There's just a little more darkness in one of them. A platinum koi, I understand. There's nothing there. It's just basically platinum. A good-looking koi, by the way, Stugotz, I know you're in the market. Ochiba. That is a good-looking koi. It's kind of like a platinum koi, but it has a little creamsicle tossed in it. Little sprinkles. Not the dark orange, light orange. That is a good-looking koi.
$2. Hi, everyone. Stugotz here. Support for the Dan Le Batard Show podcast comes from our friends at Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans. Chances are you are confident when it comes to your work, your hobbies, and your life. Rocket Mortgage gives you the same level of confidence when it comes to buying a home or refinancing your existing home loan. Rocket Mortgage is simple, allowing you to fully understand all the details and be confident you are getting the right mortgage for you. To get started, go to rocketmortgage.com/Stugotz. That's rocketmortgage.com/Stugotz, Stugotz, equal housing lender, licensed in all 50 states, NMLS consumeraccess.org number 3030.
Dan Le Batard.
Stugotz doing, hard preparation for the show has just been blurting to everyone who will listen. Do you guys realize that we're not making Franks anymore? And do you realize there are a shortage of famous Franks in the country?
Yeah.
Stugotz.
I obviously brought it up with the guys, and we were having a very interesting conversation.
It wasn't interesting.
Well, we thought it was. The obvious is Frank Sinatra. He's the most famous Frank of them all. Mm-hmm. After that, good luck. Good luck. So I'm telling you, kids, if you're named Frank out there, there's a good chance you're not going to amount to anything.
This is the Dan Le Batard Show with the Stugotz on the ticket.
Yesterday, all my troubles, they seemed so far away. Now it looks as though they're here to stay. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Suddenly, I'm not half the man I used to be.
This sounds familiar.
There's a shadow hanging over me. Oh, yesterday came suddenly. Why he had to put Hassan in, I don't know. Sorry, henceforth he who shall not be named. I said something wrong, like Heaton 5, and now I long for yesterday.
It was Sixers and 6, right? 5-1, because yesterday you said was game 5 and 6.
Yeah.
It was a rare 5-1 series win.
Yeah.
Allyson, please, you have earned the right as a resident Philadelphia 76ers fan. You have earned the right to talk trash because the Sixers are here to stay. 10 years of Embiid and Simmons. They're so fun. They're going to get better. Simmons, I don't even, do you understand the physics of what Simmons does? Because I really don't. Having no jump shot and always getting dunks is confusing to me.
You asked me if I understand something physics related? I mean, what's the matter with you?
The physics of basketball
He's good.
Yes, he is good. Understood. But good without a jump shot is damn near impossible to be in today's.
Yes.
The only guys I've seen do it, like Rondo.
He's tough to stop because if you let him run, that's bad. But you have to give him space because he can't shoot. But that space he uses to run.
He didn't play well last night. Hey, 14 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, and a block.
Rookie. I know what's happened here, and I get it. But let's not pretend for a second like everybody was clowning Meek Mill for a full summer. Okay, guy's music sucks.
Oh wow,
wow.
Oof.
Wow, Meek Mill was very popular last night. What was happening around Meek Mill, what made me laugh almost as much as Joel Embiid picking up Kevin Hart, that was amazing to watch. He picked up Kevin Hart the way Roy picks up Claire.
I never knew a dead man could get released from prison. I mean, come on. Drake bodied that dude.
Mike, perhaps I can boost your spirits, maybe?
No chance. Not today.
I mean, I just got an email.
Yeah.
I clicked on the link, NBA Insiders for ESPN.
Not a good start.
NBA Insiders for ESPN.
Is it the same insiders that picked the Blazers, the 22 insiders who picked the Blazers to beat the Pelicans, and all 22 of them were wrong in the most obvious and worst way possible?
The same insiders that 21 of them picked the Sixers to advance. Only one of them picked the Heat.
Perhaps. This is Bobby Marks and Kevin Pelton and Amin El-Hassan and I mean, those are the three guys who participated in this. 4 potential trades headed into the draft for Kawhi Leonard. 4 teams have a realistic chance of getting.
Yeah.
Tell me.
One of those 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miami Heat.
See, I know you're trying to boost my spirits.
Trying, Mike.
I know you're trying, but for the last year,
pretty good boost.
For the last year, I've already assumed that Kawhi Leonard's coming here. So this is, I'm already that sad with that on my mind.
We need more, though.
Okay.
That's one of the issues that's in play here. The Heat need more than just Kawhi. That's problematic.
Well, you get Patty Mills in this deal as well.
Oh, I like him.
That changes everything.
We could have used a Patty Mills. Have you
seen what Drew Holiday is doing with Anthony Davis? Why can't Patty Mills be that next to Kawhi Leonard as the Miami Heat roll to the next 4 championships?
You want to know who the Spurs get in this arrangement?
Tell me it's a son.
Whiteside.
He who shall not be named henceforth.
He's not on there.
Winslow?
Goran.
Right,
Okay,
of course.
makes sense.
Josh Richardson.
And the Kawhi replacement.
Justice.
Wow, another Kawhi replacement.
And Bam.
So all their young stuff. The only young things they have. Oh, my God.
No, Kawhi becomes the young stuff,
I know,
okay?
right? I know Kawhi becomes
He becomes the young stuff, and then LeBron comes back.
But Kawhi and LeBron are...
You can't say no to that, Chris. You have to say yes to it. Guillermo, put it on the poll. If the Spurs offer Kawhi, do you just offer your roster? If you're the Heat, do you just offer your roster?
Chris drew a line in the sand.
Yeah.
Who was the line?
Bam.
Take our other big guy.
And Josh Richardson, man.
Not the cheap one.
Did you see those 10 seconds that he gave us in the second half? Explosive.
All right, I'm back in.
But one of the other 4 teams is the Sixers.
No.
What do they trade for him?
Dario.
Ilyasova.
No. Dario. Actually, it's a better deal.
All their old people.
Dario. He's so great. Markelle Fultz.
That guy stinks.
Bayless.
Jared Bayless.
And the Lakers 2018 first-round pick.
That's a good pick. I like our offer better. Fits the San Antonio culture.
You want to hear the Celtics offer?
No,
hold on a second. I want to give Allyson the ability to talk trash before we get to the Celtics offer. Keep it in your pocket.
Okay.
Celtics offer is created by 3 trade machine scenarios involving Amin El-Hassan.
Well, Amin was directly responsible for covering the Celtics in this piece. So this is Amin's Celtics trade for Kawhi Leonard. But
please don't let me listen to Allyson. She's been so mean.
Guys, there's Blue Koi also.
Allyson, so let the Miami Heat fan have it. You are a proud Philadelphia person. You have been happy throughout this series. You've been talking trash to all. A lot of people are writing in Heat more like beat, right? Like so, they have been following your burns and crushing people
in an unfunny way.
Yeah. An unfunny way that then becomes funny, which is the secret of the show. The worse we are, the better we are. Allyson. You have been crushing everybody in the shipping container. What have you been hitting them with this morning?
Last night we had Meek Mill on display. You had your weak will on display.
Oh, wow.
Man, that was hot.
On a positive note, Dwayne Wade smelled great last night because he's washed.
Oh, man. It was pretty good in the series.
I'm sorry, that wasn't fair of me to do to Wade. It's hard after 15 years in the league to be playing at such a high level while carrying Udonis Haslem.
Oh! You have blasphemed. Now, Allyson, you better back off,
Hey,
Allyson.
Heat fans, don't worry. It's officially the start of the Marlins season.
Oh, Guillermo, hitting Guillermo right in the junk. Call
That
Human
was
Resources.
Rude. I'm sorry. Only 5 short months until Dolphins season.
She's got the champions in her pocket.
Wow, Ice Queen.
People have been speculating that Eric Spoelstra's coaching has been affected by the birth of his second baby. You'd think his first baby, Hassan, would have prepared him better.
You Jezebel!
That's a good joke. He who shall not be named.
On a more serious note, I'd be remiss if I didn't take this opportunity after 15 years to congratulate Eric Reed on his freedom from Tony.
No, that was unnecessary. Good God, woman. Why are you so cruel? This is an abusive relationship we all have with Allyson. I mean, we lose 4 games with a 500 team that has no stars and no chance.
5 games.
Well, they lost 4 of them. They won 1 of them.
Well, no, they lost, but Mike had 5-6.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so what is the math
Sixers
on
and
that?
6.
What is the math? So that's right. You're right. The Sixers have won 5 games. My bad. Mike, Allyson owns you.
I'm so
She
shook.
owns you.
Rattled, huh?
Nurse Ratchet over there.
Yeah. My God.
Oof. Vicious, man.
Mike was the worst last night. He called me he called me last night. He was like, I just want to know how you feeling. He was like, we got this. We're playing in Philly tonight. We're so good on the road. Are you nervous? Are you scared? We own you. That's what he was doing to me last
Like what
night.
time? Like how soon? Like how much time before the game started
About
did he make
4
this?
o'clock.
4 in the afternoon.
Mike, where did your confidence come from? I don't understand.
I think really thought we were going to win that game.
Nobody thought they were winning that
And I said,
game.
Mike, what's the line of the game? He goes, 10.
Nobody thought they were winning that game in the third quarter. I heard James Johnson. Oh, bleep this. Did James Johnson? No, it was Richardson. I saw him make the phone call to the Cove in the Bahamas where he's spending the next month. I saw him do it. He did it during the game. He wasn't even on the bench. He was running around out there with his 0 points.
7 minutes minus 17.
I mean, he was hurt. It's not even fair. He's totally broken at the end of the season.
I know.
Turns out there's no koi in the Bahamas. Japanese.
Next, you're holding up the line, ma'am.
What did you say?
You're next in line for the water slide, ma'am. Feet forward and enjoy the ride.
Okay, dearie, this does look fun. Whee-oh, you melted me. I've melted.
The Wicked Witch of the West on a water slide? Surprising. What's not surprising? How much you could save by switching to Geico.
See what you've done. Oh!
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Dan Le Batard.
Stugotz remembered today that 790, the original incarnation, one of the options was 790 the Shark.
Yep, it was. Yeah. The ticket, the ball, the shark. And I think the wave, 790 the wave was also another option.
I think 104.3 the Squid was another option.
Stugotz.
I mean, think about that. 790 the Octopus. Rocking your puss.
This is the Dan Le Batard Show with the Stugotz on the ticket.
Underneath the bridge, tarp has sprung a leak, and the animals I've trapped have all become my pets, and I'm living off of grass and the drippings from my ceiling. It's okay to eat fish 'cause they don't have any feelings. Something in the way. Something in the way.
Allyson.
Something in the way.
I feel like you should do a rant, Allyson.
Mike, the Celtics, man.
Something
The Celtics deal.
in the way.
The Celtics are getting in the way of Kawhi.
How are they getting in the way of Kawhi? What are they offering? What, according to Amin El-Hassan, you got to pay for that on Insider. Amin El-Hassan picked the Heat to win that series.
Yeah. I mean, the Lakers aren't going to get it done with Brendan Ingram. That's one of the 4 teams that's mentioned here. But the Celtics, man.
Something in the way.
Kyrie Irving. Boston's 2018 first-round pick.
Ooh.
Something in
That's good. That's
the
a good offer.
way.
Plus whatever other picks the Celtics want to throw in. And Amin points out they have plenty.
They have also better young players than the Heat does.
Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum.
Yes, they have the Boston Celtics and the Sixers.
Something in the way.
While they were trailing the LeBron James Miami Heat and
Something in the way.
doing nothing but getting their general manager banned from the sport as a pariah, replaced by a Colangelo because he's a dynasty maker and also someone who's not at all hireable. That team in Boston, they were chasing you. You took it from them. You took it from Garnett and Ray Allen and Paul Pierce. You took it from them, and they rebuilt it. And now you don't have young players or assets.
Something Something in the way.
I think if you're the Sixers, though, you have to up the ante, right? Because that's the power struggle in the East right now, Sixers and Celtics. So you got to up the ante in an effort to get Kawhi Leonard here.
Something in the way.
They have no way to up the ante. How the hell are they going to up the ante? They're not going to be able to up the ante. They don't have the assets to up any antes. Like, I'm telling you, Stugotz, isn't enough to get Kawhi Leonard with Bam, Goran Dragic, Winslow, and Richardson. Like, all your youth. You're trading. That's like a deal with the devil, is it not? I'll give you my soul if you play that fiddle better than I do. Oh, I'm sorry. No, that's Charlie Daniels' band.
In the way.
Devil, that's our bro.
Something in the way.
Where would you rank Devil Went to Georgia, Stugotz, in all-time
So
ranking?
Devil Went Down to Georgia. That's fine for you and also for me.
Devil went down to
What are you doing?
$5 you, $2 more.
Wait, what? Devil Went Down to Georgia. Where would you rank that in terms? Would it make, if I told you Devil Went Down to Georgia is a top 100 song of all time, would you be willing to accept that without a lot of argument?
100%. Yes.
I also, and this is a very hot take, I thought the devil won.
What?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, am I an idiot? Guillermo, put it on the poll. Did you think the devil won in Devil Went Down to Georgia? It was like the Art Briles settlement situation where he gets $15 million for leaving.
Yep. The devil certainly won there.
Koi starter kits are like $1,300. My concern with having a koi pond is this. There's lots of cats and stuff running around and foxes. There's lots of wildlife. What if they get to my koi? Why would I want that? Same thing as like if you have a turtle, turtles can only grow to a certain level inside, a tank. So you want to have it outside. But there's hawks. There's all kinds of things that can come and eat your turtles.
Those cats are dirty killers. Put that on the poll. Are cats dirty killers? I've come home the last couple of days because my girlfriend's got a couple of cats. I've come home and they're dead birds that they're playing with, and they are jovial murderers, these cats.
Something in the way.
So her cats kill for sport?
Yes, for totally. Their cats are, cats are always looking to kill. Always.
Something in the way.
Is it for sport or is it for dinner?
I think it's not for dinner. I think it's just whatever. It's like,
Are you feeding the cats?
I don't like cats.
No, they're not doing
I'm
it.
not a cat.
Yeah, I don't like cats.
Allison loves cats.
Well, of course, Allison lives with just cats. You can see that, right?
She's a cat lady.
17 cats roaming around her apartment.
This is going to get a lot of people to. I hate cats. I hate them.
Good, yeah.
Okay, whatever with this.
Don't you
back and
babysit
forth.
cats sometimes?
Hate them. Yeah.
Something in the way.
You are so relentless.
Wow, Mike is just wandering around the studio and just bumped her away from a microphone that nobody knows visually he bumped her away from. He's sort of haunting the entire studio with his sadness.
I don't trust an animal that when they're looking at me, I can't tell how they're thinking.
Yeah. Oh, God. They're also always like in a position ready to strike. Like sometimes, I like to walk around. Sometimes when I'm walking around the block, I see cats and I don't want to give the cat my back because I'm afraid that it's just going to come at my back.
Sure.
Yeah. Claw your face out, man. Seriously. Happened to me in college. A cat just clawed like my eye out. Seriously. Almost.
Well, your eye's still here, so I don't think that's
They put it back in. I mean, threw it right back in, man. Just rub some dirt on it.
Can't really follow that story.
It was like the Demolition
Hanging off
Man.
my face,
It was
this
like
cat.
the Demolition Man. What are the famous scenes in the movies that revolve around a lost eyeball? What are the famous scenes? We've got a handful of them, right? We've got is Casino squeezing the head, right? Squeezing the head in Casino. Spoiler alert.
Total Recall.
Total Recall. There's the lost eye.
Oh, yes, there is.
Well, you got to take out the eye. Is that the code? Or no, that's Demolition Man. No, or is that
Yes, that's Demolition Man.
the taking out the eye so that you can have the retinal scan?
Orlando Brown.
Orlando Brown. What is that? To offensive tackle for the Ravens who almost lost his eye?
He's a Cleveland Brown. That's a fine.
Yep.
No, he was a Raven when he almost lost his eye when that.
I think he was a Brown. Yeah, double fine.
No, wait a minute.
He was a Brown. Orlando Brown played for Browns.
He was a Brown. Yeah,
Fine.
No,
remember like it was yesterday. Brown.
Yep.
Hold on a
Brown.
second.
Brown.
Was there or was there
Brown.
not an offensive lineman who got hit in the face with a penalty flag from a referee? We called him Zeus, and he got into a fight with the referee, and he was a Raven, not a Brown.
Orlando Brown, and he was a Brown.
If you keep looking that up, I'm pretty sure I've got that right. I'll go to the penalty box if I don't. If it's wrong, if I'm wrong about Orlando Brown as a Raven almost losing his eye. And by the way, you totally derailed what I wanted to do, which is greatest lost eye scenes in the history of the movies.
So koi tattoos are a sign for overcoming adversity. I've always wondered, because people have giant koi like on their ribs and stuff, and I was like, what does that mean?
They have giant what on their ribs?
You've never seen giant like koi tattoos that people have like take up like their whole side of their body?
No, have you?
Yeah, of course.
I don't think that's
very
a norm.
common. Stugotz, you've seen it. It's a common tattoo, the giant koi.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Overcoming adversity.
If you had to pick one movie, eyeball, losing of the eyeball, what is the movie that we're picking?
That's a picture of Orlando Brown without an eye. Wow. He's in Brown's uniform. Explain that.
Is there a flag being thrown at his face?
There's a flag. He's charging the referee.
Yeah, it's Orlando
Brown.
Brown.
He's Brown.
Ooh, remember Captain Ron when he lost his eye?
Yes.
That was a good scene. Fell right out. Glass eye. Does that count? Glass eye? Or
right.
It has to be original loss of the eye?
5-minute major for me.
Really?
You guys are telling me, right? I
That's
thought he was
a picture of
Raven.
him bowling over the referee. He's in a Cleveland Browns uniform.
Yeah, it sounds like you just want to be done with the segment. I mean, no one sent you there. Mike didn't play any imaging.
No,
I mean,
you can,
just,
man. The Browns were the Ravens. It's confusing. Sit down, man.
The Browns were the Ravens. Yeah, you're good.
We're
You're good, man. You're good. You're good.
We're having a good time. We're all friends here. We're all helping each other through this.
So you're looking for best loss of an eyeball scene?
People are nominating Kill Bill.
How about the eyeball soup in Indiana Jones?
One of my uncles lost an eye.
What?
Oh, really?
I'm sorry.
No, not Dick.
Very sorry.
My Uncle Mike.
Wait a minute. You said he lost an eye, right? Not a penis?
An eye.
What? An eye. Wait,
It's-
what?
Why would it be a
sounded
peanut?
like
That's a fine.
it's not a fine. The audience got the joke.
A cork. A champagne cork hit his eye.
What?
Too bad.
Was it Greg that uncorked the champagne?
No, it was my mom's brother. On the other side of the face.
Whoa.
Are you okay?
Wow.
Were you
okay?
there? Or did you hear the story?
He is no longer with us.
Oh, my God.
You're getting choked up. I'm sorry.
I actually just wasn't getting choked up. I just kind of...
Okay,
I'm
well,
okay,
that's a
guys.
fine.
Did you call him Uncle Rotten Eye?
How long did he live without an eye?
Like 10 or 15 years.
This must have like broken the family apart, right? If someone knocked out my eye, or like if I had a wife and her eye got knocked out, I would not talk to that person again.
No doubt.
All right, put it on the poll.
How weird were Thanksgivings?
What's
Well, it
that on the
happened
poll?
before I was old enough to realize it, so I always just knew him as the uncle that looked at me kind of weird.
Did they have a good relationship before that?
Yeah.
And did they maintain a good relationship after that?
Yeah.
Did he have
That's
a fake eye? The
Yes,
weird
the
eye
glass
with the
eye.
fake
That's
eye?
yeah, it was confusing.
What did it look like? Did it look the same as his other eye? Would you go same eye or different eye with a glass eye? Like, would you want it to look natural, or would you do like something crazy, like glow in the dark eye?
It was a beautiful eye.
Really?
Yeah, it was pretty.
Wow.
What's the poll question around the loss of an eye here? Like, if a family member, if a beloved family member took out your eye with a cork from a champagne bottle, would you still love them? Or would you ever speak to them again? Because I think Billy just said, or took out your girlfriends or your wives or your husbands or your boyfriends.
He did it to
sue
him.
him.
He did it to himself.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Yeah, no, it wasn't like someone else flicking. Like he was just an idiot and flicked the.
But didn't you say? I thought
it was your uncle. The other
Someone's
uncle.
uncle did it to him.
No,
Did he
my
lose two
uncle
eyes?
lost his eye.
Right.
I never
that.
said who did
He
it
said
to
his
him.
mom's.
You said your mom.
I said it's on my mom's side of the family.
And then we started talking
Oh, you
about
were
how
saying
your
awkward
mom's brother or
Thanksgiving
something
was
like that.
because
All right,
people
so
were knocking at each other's
he poked out
all
his
right,
own eye.
$2, get out of here.
You asked if it was
Get
me.
out of here.
$2, get out of here.
A lot of
Chris.
holes in the story,
$2,
man.
get out of here. Your story fell
Story,
apart.
I didn't
You
believe
got
Scott's
the-
cat story more.
Yeah.
Got this college cat story starting to make more sense.
Oh, there was a cat. Yeah, it was hanging from my face.
Smitty? Was it Smitty?
It wasn't Schmitty. Schmitty was my cat at home, and then he just ran away, and he died. Or ran him over.
He's dead.
Yeah, we named him after Bill Smith, the Islanders goalie, back in the 80s. Yeah, Billy Smith. We did, yeah. We did, yeah.
Guillermo, put it on the poll. Did you know that Stugotz's dead cat was named after former Islanders goalie Billy Smith?
But he wasn't. He called him Schmitty, which is not Smitty.
Listen, my brother wanted to call him Smitty, and I wanted to call him Schmitty for some reason because I was a big Mike Schmidt fan, and so we settled on Schmitty. We just did. I don't know why. By the way, Dan, did you know there was a sequel to Bryles Went Down to Georgia?
Was there a sequel?
Yeah. It's Bryles Comes Back to Georgia. You didn't know this, did you?
No, wait a minute, Mike. Is it
1993
terrible?
sequel.
Is the sequel to Devil Went Down to Georgia any good, Mike? I'd like to play them both. I'd like to play both. I'd like to start the national show with first Devil Went Down to Georgia by Charlie Daniels without any explanation, playing throughout its entirety, and then right after that, the sequel I did not know about, which is what? What they tried to cash in again? The Charlie Daniels band tried to cash in again on Devil Went Down to Georgia?
The Devil Comes Back to Georgia. Unfinished business.
Again, Mike, I'd like to analyze this together. Did the Devil win? Let's find this. Can we analyze this? Do we want to do it now, or do we want to know? We could start the national show there.
Well, if he came back, he probably didn't win.
If in the song, did he win?
In the original, you're saying?
In the original song, they were having a battle.
No, he lost to young Johnny.
No, I know he.
But Johnny said, "Devil, just come on back if you ever want to try again." And
I know
he calls him a son of a bee.
I know, but what I'm saying is that that in the song, when I heard it the very first time, when he challenged the devil to a fiddle off, I, after hearing it, said, "The devil won that." The way they went to the judges, it was like boxing, and it's corrupt. The devil should have won that based on how he was playing.
Right.
No, but Johnny said, "Devil, you just come on back if you ever want to try again. I done told you, son of a bee, I'm the best that's ever been."
You guys aren't understanding. I'm not saying, I know that Johnny won according to lore.
Right.
What I am saying is in the actual song, subjective as it is, the devil won, man, and got burned on the scorecards.
Well, perhaps, maybe. You want to question the victory of young Johnny, that's fine, but the devil clearly knows that it lost because it's coming back to Georgia for a rematch. And the rematch is interesting because what the devil is doing is saying, "Hey, Johnny, you're an adult now, so I'm going to take back that golden fiddle, and you're going to have to practice on an old fiddle before the rematch." So you get the devil with the golden fiddle and Johnny, who's an adult now, with an old fiddle.
All right, this is where I want to start next 10 minutes, no matter how confusing it is to the national audience that will not have any context. I want to deconstruct this in every way because I believe the devil won. I believe there's an eternal wrong here, a historic wrong. I believe that the devil, oddly, has been wronged. The devil won that song, and then there was a sequel, and the devil was used as a Floyd Mayweather prop. Everyone's always rooting against the devil. And so what happens? Everyone turns up for the pay-per-views because they're rooting against the devil. And that's what the Charlie Daniels band thought when they made the sequel that I've never heard of. We're like, we can cash in on the sequel.
Dark times. Dark, dark times. Can't even make fun of Philadelphia fans for going to prison anymore. You see this? You see this?
No.
Jason Leisure?
What happened?
Having to apologize for a rad joke.
What happened?
He tweeted out a joke.
He's got a sense of humor?
Dark sense of humor.
Okay.
Tweeted out a joke saying, I'm not sure what the... paraphrasing here.
Okay. Because
the tweet has since been deleted because of people getting upset with him.
Right.
Roy led the charge.
Okay.
He tweeted, I don't know what the big deal is about Meek Mill. Half of this arena just got out of prison. It's a funny joke. Philadelphia fans, fair game for how rotten they are. Meanest fan base in the world. They wear that like a badge of honor. A funny joke. But he is a professional journalist, and a lot of people were made very upset by this, to the point that he had to delete the tweet and apologize, saying it was just a rib about how aggressive and loud the crowd was.
Sure. Roy, were you upset? Were you legitimately upset?
There's a lot of stuff going on with Meek Mill and the justice system. That's why I had to leap in on that one. You know, I kind of care about Jason. So
Right. So. What if I tweeted out the same thing? Would you?
Oh, I would have done the same thing.
You would have?
Yeah.
Really? Mike, do you think I would have had to apologize if I...
No. I think it's a far too sensitive time. And I understand people want to make Meek Mill of all people, and I get it. But that wasn't a rib at anything that was going on with Meek Mill. It was just a rib on Philly fans.
I could see why people would be offended by
Hold
that.
on a second, though. I will... Look, these things can be complicated, right? Because we all like Jason Leisure around here. He's one of the favorite guests around here. And he's white. He looks very white. And in 2018, you make that joke about black people, you can't as a white person, right? Like that's kind of where we are in terms of public discourse. You're going to get shouted down. But I will tell you as well, Black Sports Online made a big deal about that. And that was not an easy night for Black Sports Online because a whole lot of white people came at Black Sports Online, came at them hard with, oh, Leisure, quit being so sensitive. Quit being, Leisure didn't mean it. And a whole lot of people, and it's like, nah, black people are looking at it. Hey, don't say we all came out of prison when our arena is mostly black. There are certain arenas you can't do that in. You can't do it in Atlanta. Like there's certain arenas that joke, look, we could look at Jason Leisure, have him be our friend, tell him he's wrong, and then move on. It doesn't have to be any greater than that. It doesn't have to be caving his head in. It doesn't have to be public shame. He'll never make the mistake again because he's a good person who wasn't trying to do that on purpose. Doesn't make him wrong.